Hello again, your yogi and friend Geo Ram welcome you to our new channel, Yoga Life. In this video, I will try to explain concisely and simply a practice that originated over 5,000 years ago in Central Asia. Now in the United States of America and the rest of the American continent, it is known as yoga practice. My first question to answer is, who originated the practice of yoga? Archaeological and historical researchers in India and Pakistan conclude that the earliest forms of yoga would have occurred between 10,000 and 5,000 BC somewhere in Central Asia. This approach is based on the position of the human clay figures found in archaeological sites representing yogis or yoga practitioners while performing meditation. Another question I would like to answer is, what is yoga according to the Bible? The word yoga means union. The intention of yoga is the union of the transitory self, Jiva, with the eternal self, Brahman, the Hindu concept of God. This entity is not a personal God, but is an impersonal spiritual substance that is one with nature and the self. The next is the most crucial question, where did yoga originate? Yoga, from Sanskrit meaning union, is India's traditional spiritual, physical, and mental discipline. Yoga is one of the 6 orthodox doctrines of Hinduism. Another essential question is, what are the health benefits of yoga? Today we will concentrate on the physical benefits that we can get. The first is to improve breathing. Yoga teaches how to breathe correctly. As well, strengthens the immune system, increases flexibility, improves balance, strengthens muscles and bones, balances the nervous system. Now for the $10,000 question. Is there yoga for people with a lazy attitude to do any yoga exercise, and how can it help them today? We have a lot to learn from lazy people, seriously. But why? Some older generations still do not understand the phenomenon of a global transformation. They need to discover and recognize the timeless zone of their minds to understand it. They need to know how to apply it through yoga meditation. This will be another topic I will cover in another video. But for now, let's continue with the same subject. Many people do not realize that our world is moving quickly, and it becomes challenging to be human, especially for teenagers in a world that is not so human anymore. We are always in a hurry, trying to get something, get somewhere and do things. That's why we're so stressed out. That's also why we have such a hard time being quarantined, and many have become infected and died. That's why I was motivated to make this series of short videos to encourage people who find themselves with physical and mental challenges. We forget the art of being perfectly lazy. There is a mind-body connection. Nowadays, we are going too fast, and our mind is also speeding up. And at a given moment, we no longer know how to slow down this crazy phenomenon for the life and health of others. Many people are definitely involved in this process. Does yoga serve as a spiritual practice for this type of physical and emotional instability? In the United States, it began in 1918, when Pierre Bernard and his wife Blanche DeVries ran yoga studios for women, offering a combination of spiritual practices that included Tantra, traditional Indian medicine, and Vedic philosophy. They influenced the American perception of yoga over the next century, combining athleticism, exoticism, sexuality, and a willingness to separate religious practices from their religions of origin. American yoga again took a turn toward the spiritual in the 1960s. Maharishi Mahesh Yogi spread his transcendental meditation in the United States in the 1960s and worldwide. Indian spiritual teacher Swami Satchidananda came to the United States in 1966 and founded the Integral Yoga Institute in Virginia. Harvard professor Richard Alpert traveled to India as a pilgrim. He returned to the United States as a guru named Ram Dass. In 1970, he toured college campuses promoting a lifestyle of spiritual seeking, supported by his book entitled, Be Here Now. In 1975, yoga teacher Judith Lassiter and others founded Yoga Journal. From its small beginnings, it has become the standard magazine for American yoga. However, in the 1970s and 1980s, Americans viewed yoga as just another form of exercise, along with aerobics and jogging, and a small minority practiced it. They practiced asanas in front of images of Hindu cultural deities. In 2009, we could read a Newsweek magazine article, "Now Americans are all Hindus." The new description of yoga in America is Divine Deli Cafeteria religion, where people pick and mix yoga with Catholicism and Buddhist retreats if the combination works for them. I will now touch on a crucial point to amend what I have seen published in various national magazines about yoga and religions. A question I am often asked by people interested in this practice. What kind of yoga practice did Siddhartha Gautama, the Enlightened One, do? Siddhartha Gautama, the Enlightened One, is known worldwide as Buddha, which means enlightened in Sanskrit. Or in Japan, they also know him as Shakyamuni Buddha, which translates as the enlightened Prince Sakya. The yogi Siddhartha practiced Upanishadic yoga. From Buddha's biographical accounts, we can deduce that, before his enlightenment, Siddhartha had studied with at least two masters, Rudraka Ramaputra and Narada Kalama, who taught him some form of Upanishadic yoga, which he mastered with ease. Was Buddha a yogi? Before the former prince of the clan of the Shakayan Siddhartha Gautama reached his supreme awakening or enlightenment, he was a yogi, a wanderer, and a spiritual seeker, so he became familiar with the various practices of Tantra, meditation with mantras, the awakening of the Kundalini, asana practice, fasting and smearing the body with ashes. Is yoga linked to Buddhism? The enlightened Siddhartha expounded on the yogic tradition, centered on the interior of our body. The fundamental essence of yoga is meditation mantras, which pursues the awakening of enlightenment through vocal cord sounds vibrations, like Om sound, besides breathing and body exercises. Because of nirvana, the mind must be controlled so the practitioner can reach his goal, enlightenment or self-realization. Unfortunately, greed for money can destroy or alter the beneficial practices of the mind and body. Transform them into cults. For 497 years after his passing, they practiced in cults called Buddhism. Sanskrit word in English would translate as doctrine of supreme awakening or enlightenment. India has hundreds of religions, and its way of life is poor and chaotic. Can you not see clearly the cause and effect of the nation? This is a topic for another video. Yoga today, millions of people all over the planet practice this discipline. And it is no wonder that yoga provides the perfect combination to achieve a balance between mind and body. Yoga postures, which require control and development of flexibility in muscles, allow you to stay totally fit. But the strength of yoga is meditation. We live in an increasingly stressful world, and yoga offers an effective way to relax through meditation, which allows absolute concentration on oneself and one's surroundings. Yoga allows one to face the problems of the 21st century, control anxiety levels, and improve mental and physical health. If you are interested in this video, we recommend you also watch the video benefits of meditation. Well, friends and patrons, we have finished this video. If you liked it, please give us a like. This action will help us to create more videos of the fascinating practice of yoga. I have over 40 years of helping people recover their sanity and illness. Thank you very much for watching our video. Namaste. Geo Ram and the production team.